Hello everyone, this is Richard Gerhardt and welcome to Body of Energy. So this is session number 6, okay? And so I've sent the person that this energy work is for a message to let them know that they're session number 6, and so they know that this is about them. And as I have mentioned before, I also record this so that I can send them a YouTube video link and so that they can watch this on my channel whenever they choose. And so the beauty of this is that everybody else can watch this demonstration, and the person this is about knows who it's about, and they have their privacy. And so this has been a beautiful way of doing this. Also, I'm able to do this when I am available, and they can view it at their convenience. And the energy work is just the same. It does the same thing for them whether they're viewing it now when I'm doing it or viewing it later. So that's how that goes. So this is the balanced equation tool. It is about balance. The energy of this tool brings in that balance. This image forms the framework for the direction of the tool. It forms the framework for the question of the tool. Okay? And so that's how this tool works. And these tiles form the answer. Okay? So I'm going to mix them up. It doesn't matter how many times I mix them. It doesn't matter which order. As I've said before, these tools pick up on the correct energy for this person. It doesn't matter when I lay them out or how I lay them out, in what order. It's just simply about these tools pick up on the energy of this person and what they stand in need of, and directs that energy through that point to make the change. So that's how these tools are directed. So this tool is about the number line. The number line between -9 and +9. So it represents the number 19. So the number 19 is about being aligned with an understanding of eternal things. That's the meaning of the number 19. It's about being aligned with that right pathway, eternal truths, eternal law, eternal knowledge, okay? And it's connected to having that understanding in the heart, okay? Understanding those eternal laws, which allows a person to be lined up with it. That's the meaning of the number 19. And so that's the meaning in an overall sense of this tool, numerically speaking. So this is the number 1. It represents alignment with the right pathway in life. Okay, that's why it's aligned. And the alignment with the right pathway in life has to do with this imagery. If this is what's right and true, this is the person aligning themselves up with it. Okay? And so the two elements that this person needs at this time is the principle and characteristic of patience. Patience is connected to long suffering, okay? And so it's this characteristic and satisfaction, which is connected to the heart. It's connected to understanding in the heart. So patience and satisfaction. These are the two elements for this person so that they can be aligned with the right pathway in their life. The number 2 is about being whole. The opposite of that would be to be divided. So in one sense of the word whole, nobody is whole alone. They need another person. Okay? Because that other person, for one, gives them the element of life. It gives them the element of light. Okay? Both of those elements we give and receive to each other when we have right communication to each other in a relationship. Okay? Along with other things. So that's one way of looking at the number 2 for being whole. And so this is about the element of life, as I just mentioned. So the element of life is about having the right interaction, the right connection with the living, with those around us. They feed us with that element when it's the right kind of connection, the right kind of relationship. And it's about knowledge of the future, to be able to see things the way they really will be. And that's what's going on for this person to make them whole. So the number 3 is about being sure. So another way to get to the number 3 is by reading the numbers in reverse. The number 5 is about being centered, connected to the voice of truth, which we all hear. We all have the right to have access to that voice. Okay? And when we have that, it sets us on a solid foundation. And when that happens, it makes us sure in our life. And then you can continue down, which makes us whole in our life, which aligns us up with the right pathway. And so the number 3, for this person to be sure in their life, to be fully confident in their life, has to do with the element of fire. They need this element. They need the energy that comes from fire, whether that be the sun, a fire, a candle, whatever it may be. This is the element they need. And the element of understood, which is connected to the element of light, which is connected to the heart. This is about understanding in the heart, the element of understood, okay? And the element of fire. That's what this person needs to be sure in their life. The number 4 is about having a solid foundation. And the 2 elements that they need are about being aligned, okay? Aligned with the right pathway. And this is connected to the mind, okay? So this is the element of being aligned, and this is the color orange. So orange is a color. Color is about how we see things, how we discern things, okay? And orange is connected to the element of life, which is connected to the soul and understanding in the soul and in life, okay? So the number 5 is about being centered, connected to the voice of truth, okay? So this is about the element of light, okay? This element we need. It's the very thing which is connected to being connected to the voice of truth. The voice of truth is the element of light. They're connected thoughts. Light sheds forth truth, okay? And having a foundation. So being centered is about the element of light and having a solid foundation. So this is connected to the element of water. So having a solid foundation is about having a foundation for the emotions so that the person can be at peace. Not that water is the emotion, it's about having a foundation for the emotions so that they can be stable. So having a foundation and the element of light are what this person needs to be centered in their life. The number 6 is about being correct and complete, having all the right pieces in all the right places. Okay? So this person needs these 2 elements. The element of orange again, their ability to see and discern what's going on in their life, in their soul, and the element of respect. This is a characteristic that's connected to honor. Honor and respect. And that is the definition for reverence. These are all connected words. So for this person to be correct and complete, it's about respect and how they see their life and their soul. The number 7 is about triumphing, accomplishment. At the moment of triumph is the moment of peace. At the moment of accomplishment is the moment of rest. Okay, those ideas are so closely connected that you can't separate them. They stand together. They make each other complete, whole. All those ideas, right? So, to triumph in this person's life requires them to listen to their conscience, to have that characteristic, which is connected to having a contrite spirit. Okay? Contrition has to do with sorrowing for actions that aren't right, or in other words, actions that bring in darkness. It's about following your conscience, all those connected ideas, and it's about being complete, which is about being perfect and complete, and the conscience. The number 8 is about attaining what's right for this person, and the two elements that they need are the element of being aligned and the element of long suffering. Long suffering is connected to patience. So here we have both of these characteristics that are joined together right here together. So long suffering and being aligned with the right pathway has to do with them attaining what's right in their life. You can also look at these another way. It's about aligning yourself with long suffering. So, because both of these elements come together to create one idea at each point. So the number 9 is about fulfillment and contentment in life. And this is the color blue. It's about seeing and discerning what's going on in the emotions. Seeing the emotions the way that they really are. And about satisfaction, which is connected to the heart, the element of light. And so this is the 0, the central number of the entire number line, forever and ever. This is the focal point. This is about enjoyment and satisfaction in the heart. And what does this person need? They need to be correct and complete. That is the focal point of all that's going on with them right now. To be correct and complete, which is connected to the mind, the element of fire. So, that is the first way to look at all of this. And so now I'm going to line these up in the order that they go, according to the element that they are. And that paints another picture. So for this person, it's about these two elements right here. It's about the element of fire and the element of light. Okay? So on the one hand, it's about the element of fire and being aligned with the right pathway, two of those, and being correct and complete. Okay? And over here, it's about the element of light, which is connected to them having understanding in the heart so that they can have satisfaction. These are the strongest points in both of these elements, to be aligned with satisfaction. Satisfaction comes because of alignment. Alignment happens much easier when the person has satisfaction in their heart. And so those are the most important points. Okay? So then if you look at how those elements are connected, it's about the number 2, 5, and 8, which are connected to the present. And it's about purple, which is about the number 3, 6, and 9, which is connected to the future. So that's another way of looking at all of this. So then if I look at it numerically, because each one of these words that I'm pulling out are connected to a number, the meaning of a number. So for this person, here we go, again, being aligned at the beginning with the right pathway so that satisfaction can happen in the heart. And what is in the middle in this scenario? It's about having a solid foundation and being correct and complete. And that's what's going on numerically speaking. Okay? So then, if I add up the sum total of the numbers, a 1 and a 1 and a 4, that's a 6, that's a 6. 2 sixes is a 3. And then a 0 and a 0. Okay? So the number is a 3. The overall number of all of this is the number 3. So in that sense, when you add them all up, it has to do with past, present, and future. So again, that way of looking at it is about the energy beyond the future. Okay, and the most important numbers are 0, satisfaction and enjoyment, and 1, being aligned with the right pathway. So this is a strong energy right here. It comes up over and over again, no matter which way we look at it. So now, these are characteristics and attributes, okay? And I'm putting them in the order that they are. So if you can imagine, this is the first step on the staircase. Not the very first step, but this step comes before this step, and this step comes before this step. And all of these steps equal this attribute, this result of this character. And in this case, it leads to being complete or perfect. So for this person, it's about having respect, which is connected to honor, and their conscience, which is connected to a contrite spirit. And these two are the companions, having patience and being long-suffering. That leads to a knowledge of the future. Okay? Being able to see things the way that they really will be, which leads to being complete or perfect. Okay? So that's all of the different ways of looking at this tool at this time for this person. So thank you for joining me. And as I've said before, if you like what you see and want to participate and have it done for yourself, please let me know. So also I've noticed when you leave messages on the live feed, I don't see those messages unless I look at the entire live feed again. So if you want to send me a message, actually go to my profile and send me a message, and I will get it and I will respond. So thank you.